Hey, beautiful soul, and welcome to the weekly reading for Sunday, January 23rd through Saturday, January 29th. We're going to take a look at the energies, potentials, and opportunities for this week so you can use your free will choice to make some decisions and just to have a heads up about what you need to know about the energetic possibilities this week. So I have already shuffled as usual. I'm going to just dip you guys down so you can see the cards as they come out. Okay, I hope you guys are having a great week. We are mid-January. Oh, this is a fun card. We're going to talk about this. Okay, so the main situation of this week is a new opportunity coming in that we might be in resistance to. So there will be a new opportunity coming in the suit of Pentacles, which has to do with, of course, our money, our finances, but also material goods. Could be opportunities around career. So some of us are making some choices there. Now, I want to encourage you to be objective when we're looking at new opportunities coming in. For some of you, you'll be choosing between multiple opportunities, and it might not be, one might look shiny and good on paper, but there might be something not quite right about it. And it might be the opportunity that seems like it's going to be more work that will be the right one for you. So just take time to really evaluate the new opportunities coming in this week. It does feel like good potential, but it also feels like we need to move slowly, right? Really evaluate the different opportunities that are coming our way. But new opportunities, who doesn't like that? Okay, so what would be crossing, blocking, or interfering with this energy of this new opportunity that we might be nervous about? Queen of Pentacles. Now, I really love this card. Queen of Pentacles is all about abundance. She's got this little bunny here, which represents fertility, but not just fertility in the way of having children. Of course, it could be, but fertility about our ideas, our abundance, just believing in yourself and your ability to seize these opportunities. So what is funny is we've been seeing this the last couple of weeks. It's kind of, again, a get out of your own way message for a lot of us. So believing in yourself, some of this reversal of this card could be that you just don't believe that you are ready for this opportunity, or you don't believe you bring enough to the table. But this Queen of Pentacles is saying, you do, and really just taking some time to recognize what you bring to the table, what you have to offer, what your strengths are, and being really honest with yourself about that. Of course, we want to be honest with ourselves about our areas that we are still developing or that we're maybe not as strong in, but really just accepting where you're strong, accepting your abundance, and accepting that you do have the ability to do hard things, to do big things, and getting out of your own way a little bit. Now, okay, so the basis of this situation is the Tower card. So a lot of us are scared of this card. It's not necessarily scary. It just means a big life experience, the falling away of something, the crumbling of an old belief system or an old pattern sometimes. It'll show up differently for everyone just because, of course, we're all individuals and this is a general reading. And this could also be on more of a global scale. So it doesn't necessarily mean only in your personal life, but maybe some old paradigms, some old beliefs, some unhealthy systems. I think we all know that we have some unhealthy systems in place in our world. And maybe some of that is finally going to fall away. And sometimes things fall away easily, and sometimes they fall away, have to come burning and crashing down. So be aware that there could be some bigger picture tower events happening of old paradigms, old beliefs, old systems in place ready to fall away. And of course, this could also be in your personal life if you're going through anything like, a divorce or a change in career. Even though the Tower can feel uncomfortable while it's happening, it is always in our best interest and for our highest and greatest good ultimately. Okay. So what we have learned in the past that we can take with us into the future. Now, I have to tell you something about this card. This card, you guys know I love this deck. I'm not sponsored by it in any way. I just really love it. The Modern Witch Tarot deck. I really just love this deck. And this author of the deck put this card in for the reader. So you're supposed to pull it out, but I just love it so much that I leave it in. Now, this card is actually the 10 of Swords, and it's reminding us racing thoughts are not our friend, right? So look at her. She's stressing out. She's in her phone. she's creating all of this discomfort for herself, and just remembering everything is fine. Things always work out. Things will be okay. So in the past, where have you learned that you've gotten yourself all worked up when everything's going to be fine, and just hanging on to that lesson and taking it with us, and not being resistant to, some people just like to complain and just like to stew in that unhappiness and create more of it. So just be cautious about your internal dialogue, your internal thoughts, and keep reminding yourself everything's fine. Everything's always working out is often my saying, you guys know. Okay, our highest and greatest good, Magician. This is an amazing card. This card basically means you have everything you need right now to create the life of your dreams, to create what you want, whether it's in your life in general or whether it's in a certain area. Maybe for some of you it's in career, and for others it's in relationship. So it'll be a little different for all of us again, but this has all of the suits in it. If you can see, she is holding the wand. She's got the pentacle here. She's got the sword there. And right here is the cup. And this could also be a wand. So she has all the elements that she needs already, and she is the magician. So the other thing that this card indicates is not looking outside for all the answers, and knowing that you are an infinite being. You have a lot of answers deeply within yourself, and you have the power to use everything that you need to use for this lifetime. So really just remembering that you are more powerful than you are sometimes giving yourself credit for. Now, what is right around the corner for us? We had this card last week in a different deck in a different way. Four of Swords has to do with needing a rest, needing a break. So maybe things have been kind of stressful or overwhelming for you in these past few weeks. Maybe there's been a lot going on. We did see the energy of a lot coming our way, a lot of moving parts that are out of our control, and we just need a little break. So this can indicate you personally needing a break. This can indicate things temporarily pausing, like a pause in action, in order for things to come back into balance. So just be aware that there might be the energy of a break or a rest, or some time to yourself or time off. This isn't a negative thing. This is a positive thing, taking that break to recharge, to come into balance, almost like a regrouping. So that is right around the corner. Now let's pull some other guidance for ourselves here and see what we got. Okay. I love this assurance card, because this is just, again, the reminder that everything is fine, and the reminder to come into balance. This duality here is about balance. And this card, can remind us to just rest assured that everything is working out. Trees are nourished from the ground up and from the sky down. And you really have all the elements, again, all the elements that you need to be assured in yourself. So the more that you can feel secure internally, because this is what you're bringing to the situation, this is you in the situation, the more that you can be self-assured, that you can rest in your own knowing that you really are the magician, that you really do have everything you need, that you are capable, that you are abundant and creative and amazing, and that everything's going to be fine. So this can also indicate grounding. So staying grounded this week, staying firmly planted in reality, facing forward, and just knowing that you are supported by elements unseen. This is external influence in our week. Maintain your childlike spirit. What this reminds me of is I had a teacher that used to encourage us to stay in amusement. So even when tough things are going on, even when things, aren't always going our way, or maybe we've just got some small inconveniences in the day-to-day of life, having that childlike attitude, maintaining that childlike spirit, and maybe it literally could be getting out and getting on a swing set and letting yourself laugh and feel free and play and enjoy. So there may be someone externally that's encouraging you to do that. There might be a life situation that we're being reminded, like, hey, have some amusement, have your childlike attitude, take a fresh, young approach to it in your mind, in your attitude, in the way that you show up. So even when things are serious, we can come from that perspective of a child, of hopefulness, playfulness, enjoyment, excitement. Even when things are challenging with this tower, it brings new opportunity. So looking at it in a way of being excited about new opportunities to grow, to rebuild, to stay grounded and planted in what we know and excited about moving forward. That's the encouragement here. A couple more cards of guidance. Oh, good one. Be true to your heart. So no matter what the external influences might say, be true to your heart. You really do know what is best for you. You really do know what is best in this tower situation. Those of us that are sensitive, and if you are watching me, you probably are sensitive. We have a calling on our heart to show up in compassion for others, to show up in compassion for ourselves, to create healthy boundaries, and to really follow that pull of our heart that knows the right thing to do, that knows to be in integrity, that knows, how to show up for others and how to show up for ourselves. So really following your heart this week, even if something, logically is telling you, well, logically, this should be the best solution, but your heart is saying other words, follow your heart this week. And keep your dreams alive, which I love, because then we're back to these new opportunities. Even if there's a falling away of something, that you're the magician, that you have the power still to create your dreams and to make your dreams a reality in this lifetime. So keep your dreams alive, right? And I love this crystal mountain here. This is just so beautiful, knowing that, slow and steady wins the race again, but that you've got the potential still to bring these dreams to fruition. It might look a little differently than you originally thought, but it doesn't mean that it can't still happen. So whatever those dreams are, whatever that calling on your heart is, that pull in your heart space, just be grounded, maintain this childlike attitude of potential and possibility and excitement, and know that your dreams are still possible. If they're in alignment with what is your highest and greatest good, they are still possible. Okay, so that is our tarot and guidance for the week. And like I said last week, you guys have been really liking the messages from Spirit cards. So let's pull a couple messages from the spirit world here. So again, close your eyes, take a big deep breath, and just let one of your loved ones from the spirit world pop into your mind, into your memory, into your awareness. And whoever that is, I'm going to pull 3 different piles, and you can choose 1, 2, or 3 to be your message, or you can take a blend of all of them, whatever resonates with you. And remember, this is a general reading, so the messages might resonate a little differently with all of us. Okay, I just wanted to pull from a couple different decks here. Interesting. Okay. So we saw this card last week, and you guys know I'm a shuffler, so I shuffle pretty well. This is Wandering Path, Enjoy the Journey with Don't Be Afraid. So I love that your loved one is showing up with this message of, even if the path isn't straight, even if it's wanders around and it's not a direct line to what we want or what we think we need, don't be afraid. You're being supported from the other side. There is wisdom for you to have. I mean, foxes are very shrewd and intelligent animals. So even though the path might be wandering, don't be afraid to enjoy the journey, and don't be afraid of the unknown. So I just love that this is showing up for us to not be afraid, even if we don't understand the path, even if we don't understand what's happening, or we can't quite clearly see what's around the bend. Don't be afraid. It's just a beautiful message. Next message is intuition. And I am surrounded by loving animals. So any of you who are asking about a fur baby, or who, one of your furry loved ones popped into your mind, use your intuition. You do know that they're surrounded by loving animals. Or if this is a person that you are asking about or that you're hoping to hear from, they're surrounded by their own animals, and certainly other animals in the spirit world. And just using your intuition, if you're wanting to know what animals, just use your intuition and let it guide you, let it help you. And I do think this is a message for some of you a little deeper, that you do have intuition. You do have intuition about this loved one. You are feeling them around. For some of you, it's that you are feeling this pet around, this furry loved one, and just really trusting your intuition when it comes to knowing that your loved one is safe, being loved by other souls, human and animal, on the other side. And one final message, journey by moonlight, believe in magic with, I have a new understanding. Now, the beautiful thing about this, kind of leading in from this other, these three cards are a message in themselves. Journey through moonlight. Moonlight often represents, the moon in tarot represents our intuition, our deep emotions, things going on in the subconscious, but also in the emotional body and in the intuitive body. So what's cool is we saw this card about intuition here, and then we also saw this card about the wandering path. And this wandering path is saying journey in moonlight. So trusting your intuition along this path, even if things don't seem so linear, and really just letting your intuition guide you and believing in magic. So for some of you who have a loved one that maybe didn't believe in intuition when they were here, or didn't believe in things unseen, or wasn't able to express emotions, didn't believe in the magical way that things can unfold, or didn't believe in a higher power, for example, they're letting you know that they do have new understanding and new perspective. If you can see this, it's a view of the world from far away. So they're having a bigger picture view, almost the view of where the moon sees us from. They're able to see things in a different way, have a deeper and new understanding, and they are doing a journey into their deep emotions and encouraging you to embrace your intuition, embrace the emotions, even the tough ones, knowing that they do really have a new perspective and a new understanding and the ability to believe in something greater than ourselves. You can call it magic, you can call it higher power, you can call it the universe, whatever you like, but just know that your loved one does have a different and deeper understanding now. So these are some really powerful messages. I really love it. And I'm going to pull one that's guidance for us, for all of us in general, for the week, just a little inspirational message. This one's a little bit long. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I could see what is of the highest good. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is in the highest good. And I love this because it just really sums up what we saw, trusting our intuition, trusting that we're the magician, that we have everything we need for this journey, and asking spirit, universe, your higher power to help us really see that, to help us be able to expand our perception, tune into our intuition so that we really can see what is in our own highest good and make the choices about the potentials and opportunities coming our way. So I hope these messages were helpful this week. A big reminder that right around the corner, we've got our free 5-day workshop, Get Signs from Spirit for 2022 now. That is in the Joy's Soul Spa Facebook group. You won't find it anywhere else. It's only going to be there, and the recordings will be available. It is Monday, January 31st through Friday, February 4th. And you can join the Joy's Soul Spa Facebook group for free. The workshop's totally free. You'll have access to the live sessions and also the replays. There is so much information about teaching you really how to use your own intuition and how to get signs, about specific questions in a very clear way. So if you feel like you want to have your own ability to tune in for guidance for 2022, you won't want to miss this workshop. Just head on over to the Joy's Soul Spa Facebook group if you're not already a member, and you will be invited automatically by being in that group. So I hope to see you guys there. Lots of love. Let me know how these messages resonated with you. As always, big hugs and bye for now.